Get ready to ride some big waves made by an awesome group of people. Clare hits the high seas at tremendous speeds during the SuperFoiler Grand Prix. Sophie shares all things super sweet in an amazing new segment. And we meet Olivia and Mila, who are both making incredible splashes.
Hey, I'm Harrison and welcome to Juice TV. This episode is all about making waves. I will tell you something funny. My cat is, always crazy. Even once he climbed up in my swing at home all the way to the top and swing around and fall in the kitchen. My cat always making waves in my place. Cause he go crazy. Let's go to our first story is the super boat race.
This adventure takes us from the Lady Salento Children's Hospital to the coast. Hi, my name is Clare, and are you ready for some action? You better be, because I'm super pumped. It's time for some high-speed thrills at the SuperFoiler Grand Prix. Yeah, SuperFoiler. Did you see that SuperFoiler? To be honest, I don't know what a SuperFoiler is. But I know it's here somewhere amongst the action. Well, I'm gonna find out. Here's an action montage of me trying to find someone that can tell us all about it. Excuse me, I was wondering if you could tell me a little bit more about SuperFoilers?
Yeah, of course. My name's Olivia Price and I'm an Olympic silver medalist from London, and I think I'm the right person to help you out.
Awesome. So what is a SuperFoiler?
So this big beast, this is a SuperFoiler. So we've got 3 hulls and we have 4 foils. So we actually lift out of the water once we're sailing. It's a little bit scary.
What is a foil?
So the foils are T or L shapes, and basically the way they work is like an aeroplane wing. So, the shape of that, it kind of lifts out of the water and creates lift. So we play around with them to try and control how high we fly off the water.
What stops it from flying out of the water?
Yeah, a lot. It's a little bit tricky to manage that. So at the back of the boat, I have buttons that I play with, kind of like a Nintendo. And I play with that just to adjust the angle of the foil compared to the boat and the water. And so basically my job is just to try and keep the boat level. There's a couple of instances where it goes up.
So what is the difference between a SuperFoiler and a standard sailing boat?
So the main difference is that the SuperFoiler has foils, so we lift up out of the water. But the best thing about SuperFoiler is that we have so much righting moment. So for us, there's lots of power to hold on to. So 3 people on trapeze, plus the foils, plus how wide the boat is. There is a lot of power to be had. So we can reach some pretty top speeds and have a lot of fun.
How fast can a SuperFoiler go?
So I think the fastest they've gone is 35 knots, which is about 70 kilometres to 80 kilometres an hour. So think about that when you're driving around in the car. It's pretty fast.
How fast do you have to be so that the boat can rise off the water?
I think our lift-off speed is about 12 knots, which is, 25 kilometres an hour, maybe a little bit less. You don't want to lift off too early, or else, you kind of come crashing in and it won't take off properly. So we've just got to manage that as well.
It looks pretty dangerous and sounds pretty dangerous. Is it dangerous?
I definitely thought I would be petrified the whole time. I think the first time I went sailing, Josh and Harry, my 2 crew, basically had to listen to me scream the whole time. But as you get used to it, the speeds you get used to the speeds as well, and now it's just a lot of fun.
What is the SuperFoiler Grand Prix?
So the SuperFoiler Grand Prix is a brand new thing. It started just this year. So there's 6 boats racing on a course, and we do a domestic circuit around Australia. So we've been to Adelaide, and then we've been to Geelong, and right here in the Gold Coast, this is our 3rd stop. After this, we get to go over to Busselton, which is in Western Australia, and then I'm from Sydney, so I'm happy to be going back home for the grand final back at the end of March.
So how long have you been involved in Superfoilers?
So I first started talking to SuperFoiler back in 2016, but I've been on board I think 8 times now, so I'm still a little bit green, but yeah, I'm the only girl involved, so it's kind of cool to have that under my belt.
So how does it feel competing against all the boys and you're the only girl?
I tell you, it's very aggressive on the race course. No, it's good. I love competing against the boys. You just have to try and be a little bit more aggressive than if I was racing against girls. But, I think I can give it as hard as I get it.
There looks like a lot of roles that can be on this boat. Which role do you play?
So I'm a skipper, so I'm the one who steers the boat, and then on these boats with the electronics, I also play the buttons for the foils, so I've got to try and keep that in balance as well as trying to steer the boat in the straight line.
What's the coolest thing you've seen out there on the boat?
In Adelaide, we saw a lot of dolphins. Out here yesterday when we were just looking around on one of the speedboats, we saw a shark. But yeah, I think I've seen a whale as well, so there's a lot of wildlife all around the country.
With all that wildlife, does it scare you at all being out there?
Yeah, definitely, especially when we capsize, the thought of sharks creep into your mind, but I think you just stay near the boat and get it up as quickly as possible so that you're out of the water.
Thank you so much, Olivia, for turning me into a SuperFoiler expert.
No problem at all. You'll have to come out and watch us whilst we're here.
Today, I'm not just a juice reporter. I am also an official reporter for the SuperFoiler Grand Prix. As part of my duties, they took me out on a chaser boat for a closer look. And keeping our SuperFoiler super safe is the lifeguards, who are literally from Bondi Rescue. Wow, I'm pretty excited to meet them. My mum will be so jealous.
I was like, and then the water was like spraying all my face. It's like, yeah.
So if you're ready for action, 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 check out the SuperFoiler Grand Prix. It's seriously crazy. Ah! This is Claire with an action-packed sign-off.
Thanks for that. Now let's talk about my animals. This is when I first got my cat. The first time ever he got hold in my hands. And this is even when he was so tiny. People might not think animals and humans had the same birthmark, but me and my cat do. This one is my cat birthmark, this mine. The circles show where they are. This is my horse Starla. This is Christmas when she have reindeer antlers. This is when I was watching her. And this is when I lean on her. That was my animal. Now let's find out more about me.
Meet Harrison. He's 8 years old, used to be a tap dancer, and loves to train his cat in ultimate cat moves.
My favorite hobby is hanging out with my cat. His name is Peregrine Falcon because peregrine falcons are the fastest animal on the world. And his nickname Perry. My favorite movie is the new Lego Ninjago. And Lord is my favorite because walk with me. Lloyd is my favorite because he's a green ninja and he unites in team elements. My proudest moment is getting my cat. Because I love cats. They sleep all the time, like old people. No offense, guys. You do sleep a lot. So do my cats. I will do 5 voices. Hello. 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 Hello, amigo. Now for my 8-1. Germany, my good lovely lady. My favorite song is Taylor Swift. I love it because Taylor say in one of her songs, she say in one of her songs, that was so fun in one of the songs. Just let me meditate. That was me meditating. I do it to calm me down in really exciting moments. Someone else who's making waves is Sophie.
Hey guys, Sophie here. I'm super excited to be hosting a brand new Juice segment. It's a special segment where Juice TV superstars share their interests. Welcome to Juice TV's Guide to Awesomeness. Let's start by talking movies. One of the greatest movies I've seen recently is The Greatest Showman, starring Hugh Jackman and Zac Efron.
So tell me, do you want to go where it's covered in all the colored lights, where the runaways are running the night, impossible comes true, it's taking over you. This is the greatest show.
What I love most about the movie is the music. My 3 favorite songs from the movie are Rewrite the Stars, This Is Me, and Never Enough. Speaking of music, it's one of my favorite things ever. Oh, it's doing it. I was trying to stop it. My face hurts from smiling. I have an exaggerated, really big smile because I'm so happy about talking about music. Anyway, I'm too excited. My favorite artist is Troye Sivan. Just did the leg. One of my favorite Troye moments was when he was at his concert and he came out and he was like, I put glitter on my face tonight and I did it all by myself and I put some chapstick and then I put some glitter, and it was just my favorite moment. Troye recently dropped 2 new songs called My and The Good Side, and my absolute favorite song is The Good Side because it's just slow and lovely and I just love it. He is the most amazing, absolutely incredible, amazing person in the whole entire world, and I love him so much. You might have noticed a bit of a theme, but that's because music is my absolute favorite thing in the world and it's just my life. That's my list for now. Check some of them out and maybe even make your own list. I'm Sophie. This has been my Guide to Awesomeness. Bye.
We want you to be a part of Juice TV. We're always on the lookout for hosts, interviewers, behind-the-scenes helpers, and mini-producers. You can be any age, you don't have to have any experience. How much easier could it be? To find out the next time we're filming at the hospital, just head to our website, juicedtv.com.au, or our Facebook page. For loads of fun to break up your stay in hospital, join the Juice crew. Send us an email at hello@juicetv.com.au. Or speak to any of the volunteers wearing green shirts throughout the hospital and let them know you want to be involved in the one and only Juice TV.
Is it morning already? That was me powering napping like a cat. just love sleeping. Anyone who have cat at home and watching this, you can copy my ultimate cat move and teach it to your cat if you have one at home. The scratching dust cloud. It makes a dust cloud when it happens, and then more cats come in the area and it more scratch. Now let me some people who are doing amazing things.
Juice TV always sees incredible people come together, and this is an awesome one. Your host, Rose, writes and is throwing herself into medical research to help other young people with rare illnesses. This is Mila. Your guest, horse rides, swims, and travelled to New York to speak at the United Nations. This is Olivia. Prepare yourself for an epic interview as Mila meets Olivia.
So you travelled to New York for the United Nations. What did you speak about?
Well, I spoke about the Paralympics and how I want to get another space in the Paralympics for Down syndrome. Basically, what I wanted to say was there's three boxes, whatever you want to call them: intellectual, physical, and visual. People with Down syndrome are put into the intellectual box. I think it's not fair that we've been put into that box because other people are bigger and stronger than us, and it's just not fair because they swim as faster than us and they're really, really stronger than us. And I think we should have our own box called Down syndrome at the Paralympics. I also have a petition as well. I have a change.org one, and I also have a Facebook page called Change the Box. My petition's going really well, and I also had a few celebrities sign it. I have got Harry Styles and Niall Horan from One Direction that signed my petition, and it makes me feel amazing. Just mind blown.
What did it feel like to stand up and speak about your values and beliefs?
It felt really good, and I just was really passionate about what I was speaking about, and I just loved every single moment of it.
What were some of the main points in your speech?
When I was talking about my three friends, Rory, Maddie and Nathan, I talked about how Maddie is a model. She walked down the aisle in New York about 2 times, I think. And my friend Rory, actually, he's a photographer, and Nathan Basher has a radio station down in Sydney.
And how do they influence what you did?
They're really inspiring. Maddie's so beautiful. I take that from her because she's just amazing in whatever she wears. And Nathan Basher, he's also been a big influence on me because he always has that great sense of humour that I absolutely love. And Rory, he's a really good photographer. You're also trying to bring change to the world, right?
Yeah, so I suffer from tracheal dyskinesia, and it's an illness that hasn't really been studied. There hasn't been very much conclusive study on it, and I would like to embark on my own research to try and find a cure of somewhat, to try and have a way to live with it in a way. I'd also like to do research on other illnesses that are rare other than my own.
That's really interesting.
When you're not speaking at the UN, what do you do?
I am at TAFE, studying at NIDA, studying drama.
What was that like? What was it like getting in?
It was really cool. Ever since my audition, I always thought this would be my dream come true, and it has made my dream come true. When you're not changing the world, what would you like to do?
I like to write a lot. I like to write poetry and like sci-fi novels. I would love to have a book published when I'm older.
What book would you like to publish?
Either poetry or a sci-fi fantasy novel.
Sounds amazing.
What do you hope to do when you're older?
Well, I really would like to act in one of my favorite TV shows called Dance Academy, but they had 3 seasons and a movie. I would like to be in Dance Academy a lot because it's one of my favorites, but I don't know if they are going to do a 4th series or not. I'm not quite sure, but if they do, I would like to be in it. And what would you like to do when you get older?
I would like to go into medicine. I had my mindset on being a cardiothoracic surgeon, but now I'm kind of thinking more of going down the route of more researching for medical stuff.
2 heroes, each with an incredible story that doesn't end here. Stay tuned, because as epic as this was, bigger things are on the way.
Thank Olivia and Mila. This is the end of the show. Bye!
Hey guys, Sophie here. I'm super excited to be doing the first ever Juice segment. That's the first ever of all of them in the whole world. So you travel to New York to the United States.
You better be, because
Welcome to Juice TV's Guide to Autism.
You're also trying.
It's okay.
We need bloopers. Remember guys, it's so easy to be a part of Juice TV. Whether you want to be a host, help us out behind the scenes with filming, or decide what goes into each episode. Let us know you want to be involved by sending an email to hello@juicetv.com.au or speak to one of the friendly volunteers throughout the hospital in the green shirts. Also head to our website and Facebook page for all the updates about what we're filming at the hospital.